Valentine's Day, 22/3. All across Russia, people were giving flowers, chocolates, and going on dates. But in a small apartment in the cold city of Novosibirsk, a 52-year-old factory worker named Alexei Petrov sat alone. He wasn't crying because he was lonely. He was crying because of a song he didn't even understand. In the next 72 hours, the video of him crying would blow up to 12 million views. Russian psychologists would talk about something new called the Manila Effect. And to governments Russia and the Philippines would sign a cultural agreement that had nothing to do with politics, only with one Filipino song written 45 years before. This is the true story of how one melody traveled thousands of miles, broke open the hearts of millions, and changed the lives of people who forgot how to feel. It all started at 4 in the morning. Alex had just finished a long, noisy night shift at a car factory in Siberia. He sat alone in his dark room, too tired to sleep. He opened YouTube, just scrolling without thinking. Then the algorithm suggested a video called Russian Man Cries Singing Foreign Song. 10 million views. He almost ignored it. But something made him click. The video showed a man in a smoky Moscow karaoke bar singing a song Alex had never heard before. It sounded like it came from Southeast Asia. Halfway through the song, the man's voice cracked. His tears weren't fake. They were deep, real, and painful. Even the person recording the video started crying. Alex scrolled through the comments. This song destroyed me. It feels like it was written about my life. I don't understand the words, but I feel everything. Thousands of Russians said the same thing. The song was called Anak. It was Filipino, written by an artist named Freddie Aguilar in 1978. Alex clicked on the original video. He didn't speak Tagalog. He didn't know anything about the Philippines. But the moment the melody started, something inside him broke open. The simple guitar, the honest voice. The emotion, regret, love, guilt, hope all mixed into one. He read a translation in the comments. It was about a child who went far from home and a parent who still loved them. A relationship stretched thin but never lost. Alex read the translation again and again. Then, with shaking hands, he called his daughter in Berlin. "Papa, is something wrong?" she asked. He hadn't called her in for months. "Nothing is wrong," Alex whispered. "I just wanted to hear your voice." There was a long silence. "I miss you, Papa," she said. Alex broke down crying. For 2 hours, they talked about simple things and important things. After they hung up, he cried again. Then he did something he had never done before. He opened his laptop, hit record, and sang Anak. His accent was broken, his voice shaky, but his heart was real. He uploaded it with the caption, "To every parent and child who forgot how to talk. This song is a bridge." Then he went to sleep. When Alexei Petrov woke up the next morning, he expected nothing. Maybe a few views, maybe 1 or 2 comments. But when he opened his phone, his eyes widened. 847,050,000 shares overnight. Hundreds of thousands of people had seen his video. His heart started racing. He refreshed the page again and again. The numbers kept going up. The comments were even more shocking. "I just called my father because of you. My son sent me this. We haven't talked in years. This song fixed something in me." People from all over Russia were crying with him, thanking him, and sharing their own stories. Some said they finally apologized to their parents. Others said they hugged their kids for the first time in a long time. Alex sat there, staring at the screen, overwhelmed. He didn't know what to do. He had never gone viral before. He was just a factory worker who recorded a sad song in the middle of the night. But Russia was now watching him. By noon, Russian morning shows were calling him. Journalists wanted interviews. Psychologists were studying the sudden wave of emotion spreading across the country. They gave it a name, the Manila Effect. They said it was a sudden emotional release triggered by Filipino music that didn't hide pain, but shared it openly. For years, many Russians believed crying was a weakness. But now, one Filipino song was breaking that idea apart. All across Russia, people started singing Anak. A grandmother in Vladivostok, a soldier in Kaliningrad, construction workers in Moscow, teenagers in St. Petersburg, fathers, mothers, entire families. Most sang off-key. Most didn't pronounce the words right. But the emotion was real. Filipinos online noticed. They flooded the comments. "You sing it wrong, but you feel it right. Welcome to Filipino emotion. This song raised us." It became a bridge, millions of strangers connecting over the same melody. One day, a cultural officer at the Philippine embassy in Moscow, named Maria Santos, saw what was happening. She watched Alexei Petrov video, then watched dozens of others. She saw Russians crying, singing, and talking with Filipinos for hours online. She realized something huge was happening, so she emailed Alex. Her message was simple. "Would you like to come to the Philippines? We want to create a cultural bridge. Russians learning Filipino music and Filipinos learning Russian poetry. Your story inspired something beautiful." Alex read the email 10 times. His hands were shaking again, but this time not from sadness. He said yes immediately. A few weeks later, Alex stood at the airport with one small bag. The cold Siberian wind blew behind him as he waited for his flight. He wasn't a singer. He wasn't famous on purpose. He was just a man whose heart opened at the right moment. But he had no idea what was waiting for him in Manila, who he would meet, or how deeply this journey would change him. As he stepped into the plane and the doors closed, Alex took a deep breath. His new story was beginning. When Alexei Petrov landed in Manila, the heat and humidity hit him like a wall. The city was loud, bright, and full of life. Everything felt overwhelming after the quiet, cold streets of Novosibirsk. At the airport, a small documentary crew was waiting for him. They led him through busy streets to a modest home in Quezon City. And there, sitting on a wooden chair, was Freddie Aguilar, the man who had written Anak 45 years ago. Alex froze. He had sung Freddie's song hundreds of times in his apartment, felt it in his heart, but now he was meeting the person who created it. Freddie smiled gently. "I wrote Anak because I hurt my parents," Freddie said. "But I never imagined it would travel this far." Alex's voice trembled as he replied, "Your song helped me call my daughter. We forgot how to talk. This song reminded me." Freddie placed a hand over Alex's. Then it did its job. Love doesn't disappear, it only gets quiet. Then Freddie picked up his old guitar, the same one from 1978. He strummed the familiar chords. Alex joined him, singing in broken but heartfelt Tagalog. Their voices mixed together, shaky but full of meaning. The documentary crew watched, tears rolling down their faces. Every note seemed to carry the stories of millions of Russians who had cried, shared, and connected over this song. Over the next few days, Alex traveled across Manila. He met families, teachers, and students who taught him more Filipino songs. He also shared his story with local schools and cultural centers. Russians and Filipinos together were learning from each other through music, through emotion, through understanding. Then came the big moment, a concert called Songs Without Borders. 50 Russian singers, 50 Filipino musicians. One stage, 3 million people watching online. When Alex walked onto the stage, the hall went silent. He looked at the audience, Filipinos on one side, Russians on the other. He spoke slowly in Tagalog. "Thank you for the music. Thank you for the love." The crowd erupted into cheers. When he reached the chorus of Anak, something incredible happened. 3,000 Filipinos sang along. And at the same exact moment, Russians watching the live stream began singing too, from apartments, offices, trains, and even frozen Siberian streets. For one magical moment, two nations separated by 7,000 miles were singing the same song together. Alex looked at Freddie, then at the crowd. He realized this was bigger than a song, bigger than him. This was about connection, about breaking walls, about remembering that love and emotion are not weaknesses, they are strength. After the concert, Alexei Petrov's life quietly changed, even though he still returned to his night shifts in Novosibirsk. The factory, the small apartment, the same streets, they hadn't changed. But everything inside him had. Every Sunday, he video calls his daughter in Berlin. They talk for hours, sometimes laughing, sometimes crying, sometimes singing together Filipino songs, Russian songs, it doesn't matter. What matters is that they are talking again. Back in Russia, karaoke bars reported a huge increase in people singing Anak. Therapists began using music in group sessions. Schools started teaching Anak alongside Pushkin. Filipino workers in Russia noticed a shift too. One nurse in Moscow said, "Before, when I sang at work, people thought I was unprofessional. Now they ask me to teach them. Even the governments noticed." Russia and the Philippines announced a formal cultural partnership. But the real connection, the one that mattered most, had already been created quietly, in hearts, through tears and melodies. In Gorky Park, a small monument now stands, two hands releasing a dove. Below it are the words, written in Russian and Tagalog. Child, I will never forget you. Because the story was never really about a viral video. It was about what happens when people who learned to bury their feelings hear someone else sing theirs out loud. It was about a nation learning that strength isn't silence and love isn't weakness. One song had crossed 7,000 miles. One song had broken barriers, opened hearts, and built bridges between two cultures. Alex still works his night shifts. He still lives in the same small apartment. Nothing changed and everything changed. Because now, when he picks up his guitar or opens his laptop or sings quietly in his room, he knows something incredible. Music can heal. Music can connect. Music can remind people that they are never truly alone. And sometimes, one small, honest act singing a song late at night can change the lives of millions. One song. Two worlds. Infinite connections.